Today we are playing a deck called Archway of Innovation featuring Urza and Eldrazi. So this deck is trying to cheat either an Emrakul, the Promised End, or a Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger into play. It does so using Tamiyo meets the Story Circle. This enchantment allows you to discard any number of cards, and then you can investigate twice for each card discarded this way. So with Tamiyo meets the Story Circle, you can create a bunch of artifacts, and then using Archway of Innovation, with the second ability, you can cast the next spell this turn using Improvise. And that's how you could possibly cheat an Emrakul, the Promised End, or a Ulamog into play. Kappa Cannoneer naturally already has Improvise, but it also works nicely with Tamiyo meets the Story Circle. You could possibly churn out a Kappa Cannoneer on turn 3 as well. Deck further plays 4 Tamiyo Inquisitive Student. This is just an artifact generator as well. Every time it attacks, you get to investigate, create a clue token. It's not very likely that you would flip this Tamiyo, but possibly later in the game, using a Lorien Revealed, you could flip it. Lorien Revealed is really in there to use as an island cycler to find your islands. Deck further plays 4 Urza Lord High Artificer. This creates a construct when it enters and also taps your artifacts, possibly the clue tokens, for blue mana. And then the other ability is that you get to pay 5 and then shuffle your library, and then you get to play the top card of your library for free. You could also try to utilize this to either cast a Ulamog or Emrakul from the top of your library. But since this effect requires you to shuffle, it's not super likely. The deck further plays 4 Chalice of the Void. This could be cast for X equals 1 as early as turn 1. An expedition map to find your Archway, or possible Urza Saga. A Shadow Spear to gain some life back. A Soul Guide Lantern as Graveyard Hate. All these artifacts are 2 durable using Urza Saga. There's also 5 Talisman that tap for blue. Blue is all you need. Unless you board in the Dismember, then you might need the black mana that this Talisman of Dominance provides. Tamiyo meets the Story Circle, like I said, is mostly played for its second chapter, to discard cards and generate artifacts. The first chapter could also be useful against go white decks, against the Ragavan, because it will make creatures that attack you or a planeswalker you control get -2, -0 until end of turn. And then the third chapter, you get to shuffle some cards back into your library from your graveyard. Could be useful in case you want to get some cards back, like an Urza Saga or a Kappa Cannoneer. Deck also plays 1 Minamo. This allows you to untap a legendary permanent. Emrakul is legendary. Tamiyo's legendary. Ulamog is legendary, and Urza is legendary. Could be useful in some cases. This deck is basically a mono blue deck, so you play 5 islands. There's an Otawara to bounce stuff that you need on the spot. Also plays 4 Yugen's Labyrinth. This allows you to have 2 mana available as early as turn 1 to play your Chalice of the Void on X equals 1. Sideboard 4 Consigned to Memory against Affinity, big mana decks Eldrazi. 2 Dismember, 4 Mystical Dispute against counter magic, 3 Tormod's Crypts against graveyard decks. This is a 0 mana artifact that could also be utilized for Improvise. And 2 Trinisphere This really is a hate piece against low to the ground decks, because it makes everything cost 3 mana. If you do use this to improvise something, then this will lose, or the static effect is lost, so everything will cost what it originally cost. So be aware of that. Alright, let's play. We are on the play. We have 2 archways. Going to play tapped. I think we have to mull. To find a Yugen's Labyrinth. Can cast a Chalice on 1. Doesn't do much either. I think we should just keep. Let's go with the Emrakul. And cast a Chalice on 1 and pass the turn. Need to find a blue land. To find a Saga. That's nice. We'll pass. Opponent passes, possibly holding an Orcish Bowmaster's up. To find another land. Let's just play the land and say go. Opponent casts Plunge into Darkness. Okay. Loses 12 life. To scry or look at the top 12 cards. Put one of them into their hand. Opponent is on Death Shadow. Death Shadow. Cast a Shadow of Mortality. Okay. We will create a token, construct token, and don't find more blue mana, but we can cast a Kappa Cannoneer. Let's do that. Access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. Also create another construct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think we should float here. Go with an expedition map. Find another land for Ursa. We can go with the Shadow Sphere. Let's go all in on the Kappa Cannoneer plan. We will say go. opponent cannot cast their Death's Shadow. Cast a Liliana of the field. Two types in the yard. Minus is Liliana. Go with the construct token. Opponent attacks. We'll just let that happen. Find another island. That's nice. We'll cast the Urza. And then hit our opponent. Well, we could actually equip the Shadow Spear. So that's swing. Just go after our opponent's life total here. Say go. Shouldn't have tapped the construct token. Could have tapped the Shadow Sphere instead. Sure, we'll discard a Ulamog. Opponent discards a Thoughtseize. Casts another Shadow and a Spell's Guide. Doesn't attack. Find an Archway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's not enough. We have 3 types in the yard, so Emrakul costs 10. We could spin Urza. Spin with Urza. Let's play the land. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we will spin with Urza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gemstone Caverns. I think we have to pass here, fortunately. Opponent is still at 1 life. Goes to combat. We won't block. Minus is Liliana. We'll get rid of the construct token. Cast another Shadow of Mortality. You have to find an artifact here, and we don't. I think we should just spin again with Urza. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find a minimal. Not super useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 5, 6. Wait, so we have 4, 5, 6. Not really useful either. We are dead next turn if we don't attack. Let's just attack here. Opponent double blocks, that's fine. Triple blocks. We'll get rid of a shadow of mortality. And then we will equip the shadow sphere. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana available. We have 4 card types. In the yard. Now let's hold off. Opponent attacks us. We should just let this happen. Go down to 6. Cast a Scourge. Doesn't kick it. Then they would die. I think we are dead here. We take 10. Yeah, we're dead. We can spin with Urza one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find a Tamiyo. Cast that. Oh, of course, it's countered. I think we're dead. I have to concede here. Very unfortunate. Take a training sphere. Go down 1 Soul Guide Lantern. 1 Emrakul. There you go. So turn game 2, we're on the play. We have a tap land. Cannot keep this. Three lands now. Could go minimal, Tamiyo. Turn 2 Saga, Chalice on 1. Labyrinth. Trini Sphere. Probably get rid of the Trini Sphere. Let's see. Play Tamiyo, say go. Tamiyo gets Fatal pushed. Play a Chalice on 1. So our opponent is playing lots of 1-drops. Labyrinth is online. Don't have enough blue mana, unfortunately. We will just imprint the Emrakul. So we have 5 mana now. Next turn we can cast the Kappa Cannoneer. Start hitting. There's a Liana. Very unfortunate. So makes us discard. Discard the Urza. Cast a construct token here. We have to cast or create another one so we can deal with the Liliana right away. We will go with Shadow Sphere, play the Otawara, equip the Shadow Sphere, hit Liliana, pass the turn. Opponent passes, find another land, opponent concedes. Alright. I think I like the Trini Sphere. We could possibly get it down on turn 2. Let's just submit.
Your game has started.
We almost have our combo. We find an Archway. We could go turn 2 Tamiyo. It's probably not fast enough, but let's see. If we draw Yugen's Labyrinth, that would be great. X Parasite. Draw Saga. I think we have to go Archway. Otawara. Chalice on 1. Yep. Opponent attacks for 1. Passes the turn, that's good. Play a Minamo. Cast a Chalice on 1. Next turn goes Saga, Tamiyo. X Parasite is hate against Chalice. unfortunate. I think we should go Tamiyo. Next turn, discard. Tawara, Lorien revealed. Kappa 6, 7, 8. It's not enough. Opponent goes down to 9. Moves a counter from Chalice. Thought ceases. Probably takes the Kappa Cannoneer. Yep. Play the Saga, Tamiyo, and then Island Cycle. Lorien revealed. Opponent could remove counters from Tamiyo from Saga, but it does not. We do not. One, two. If we discard these three, we have 6, 7, 8. Not enough mana. Let's go Lorien revealed, just to thin our deck. Opponent didn't attack for some reason. Might wanna do something with our Saga when it goes to 2. Moves a counter from Saga. Yep, that's fine. Saga to 1. We do find an Emrakul. So we have 3 types in the yard. Emrakul costs 10. Discard a land, will cost 9. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. We have 2, 4, 6. 8, 9. So that would work. We will discard this, this, and this. Play the island. Improvise. Cast an Emrakul. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We will control our opponent's next turn. Let's see. Alright. Let's draw. See what our opponent has in hand. Liliana, X-Parasite, we can just cast Hex Parasite, pay 2 life, select Hex Parasite, pay 1, and do it again. Easy. Do it again. Okay, is that not possible? Just cast another Hex Parasite. Activate it. X equals 1. Doesn't allow us to pay the life, unfortunately. So just cast the engineering. On 0. It's not really useful either. Engineering on 1. So we can't pay 2 life here. We will just attack with Shadow of Mortality. That's fine, I think we win nonetheless. Alright. We will block. Opponent does get another turn. What else do they have in hand? Could go Liliana and minus, fortunately. We should have played Liliana. That was a punt. Thought we could pay 2 life. Get hit for 2. Can shuffle cards into a graveyard. Shuffle. Emrakul. Kappa in it. We can create a token. Wait, we draw another Emrakul. So we could do the same thing. Now let's do it better. Opponent scoops. Draw. We have our Archway package. We have a Chalice. We have a talisman, Kappa. This hand does nothing without a Tamiyo. Meets the story circle. I think we should maul. This hand does have a Tamiyo meets the story circle, but no Archway. Do have an Urza. Ulamog. I think we'll bottom the Lorien revealed and keep this. Going down to 5 is a bit too much. Let's see what we're up against. We do find a Saga. So we will go Island Pass. Play the Saga, turn 2. Possibly the Tamiyo meets the story circle. Opponent is surveilling. Surveils a Dryad Arbor into the yard. Plays an Elvish Reclaimer. I think we will hold on to the Lorien reveal to discard to the Tamiyo. Find a Labyrinth. Can go Labyrinth, Tamiyo. Then we're lacking blue mana for Saga or for Urza. Could hold on to the Saga. There's nothing to discard to the Tamiyo then. We will stay on our original plan, just play the Urza Saga, Tamiyo, and say go. We will probably start creating constructs. Opponent bidding land. Tax for 1. I'll take 1. Place another fetch land. Place a Dryad. Is out of lands here. So let's uptick the Saga. What are we discarding here? We could go Talisman. Could go Labyrinth, Talisman. Create a Saga token. Here's our next turn. We don't have the Archway. So we cannot improvise a Ulamog. We'll just discard the Lorien revealed and play a Labyrinth. Exile the Ulamog. Play the Talisman. And we can create a construct token. This construct token will be 4/4, enough to block the Reclaim or the Dryad. So let's see. Opponent likely looking for a Valakut. Thinning their deck even further. A Ghost Quarter. So, don't know what their plan is with the Ghost Quarter. Comes into play, tap too late for a Saga. Will probably blow up the Labyrinth. Let's create a token here. We do find an Archway. We have access to another blue mana. We'll probably float, return the Ulamog. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we could possibly cast the Ulamog next turn. Yeah, let's do that. We'll just shuffle the... No, let's not shuffle the Lorien Revealed. Just flow the mana off of the Saga. We will take Soul Guide Lantern. We will target the Dryad Arbor. Play the Archway. We will cast the Urza. And swing for 6. Also Otawara up. Could spin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I'd rather get in for 6. Opponent doesn't block. Let's just pass the turn here. Opponent scoops. Alright. Probably bring in the Dismembers to deal with Dryad. We will go down 2 Chalices. Maybe 1 Chalice, 1 Soul Guide Lantern. So we have an Island and a Saga. We can go turn 1 Tamiyo. The rest of our hand is not super good. sure if I want to go down to 6. Let's just keep. If we do find a labyrinth, we can exile one of the Eldrazi. Possibly go Ursa. Turn 3. Arboreal Grazer. Commercial District. Opponent bins a Valakut. We find an Otawara. We'll go Island Tamiyo. And say go. Opponent finds a Ren in 6. So maybe we should have kept a Graveyard Hate. Returning Valakut. Playing Valakut. Find another island, so we will attack. And play the Saga. We have to decide whether we want to crack this clue or not. Probably not. Opponent keeps ramping up. Plays a Dryad Arbor. Boseju's our Saga. Sure, then we'll crack the clue. Find an Archway. We will find Island. Find another Saga. Opponent can keep looping Boseju. So we will probably go Island and attack. And we won't draw, otherwise we have to go to discard. We have our Otawara online. Possibly bounce the Ren and 6. Let's hold on to it. Two types in the yard. Emrakul costs 11. Opponent is returning Boseju. Attacks for 1. We will not crack the clue. There's a Tamiyo. Could cast the Tamiyo instead of the Ursa. Could also flip Tamiyo. I think we have to go with a Tamiyo meets the story circle. Let's first go to combat. Opponent is close to ultimating Ren and 6. We'll just play the Saga as bait for the Boseiju. Go Tamiyo. They might want to go after our Tamiyo. Could always crack a clue. 2 mana left. Next turn we'll probably discard a bunch of cards and then try to go Archway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we can go. If this enchantment lives, then we can go Archway. They destroy it right away because they can loop Boseiju. That's okay. Now we have Otawara back online. Probably bounce the Ren and 6. Opponent surveils. Another Ren and 6 into the yard. In their draw step we will just bounce the Ren and 6. Opponent has to spend 2 mana for another Ren and 6. The other 2 on a Boseiju. Probably go Ursa next turn. Opponent rumbles instead. Opponent takes a Sowing Mycospawn. They cannot kick it. They can next turn. If they hold on to the spawn token. Place an Eldrazi Temple. Now they can kick it. The opponent does not. They do. So they will exile our Saga. Would have been nice if we had some graveyard hate, because they keep looping Boseiju. You're exiling our graveyard. It's unfortunate. Now Emrakul is back to costing 13. Find another Ulamog. If we play out the Archway, then probably get destroyed next turn because of Boseiju. Let's first go to combat. Access to 6 mana now with Archway. I think we should just go Ursa. and hold the Archway back. Yep, we'll pass the turn. Next turn we will have 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. Oh, can't cast the Ulamog just yet. Do have a nice blocker. Opponent has Arena 6 in hand. They can destroy our construct token. Opponent plays a Wind Swept Heath. We're close to having 5 mountains. If I look at trigger. Surveils a Misty Rainforest into the yard. Opponent is kicking another Sowing Mycospawn. No, don't kick it. Probably get a Ghost Quarter. Another mountain. Valakut almost online. Opponent attacks. Might have another Boseiju we won't block. Renin 6, yep, going after another Boseiju. Alright. Opponent doesn't do anything, okay. You find a labyrinth. I think we should just go to combat. Go after the Renin 6. Probably jump block or use their Boseiju. Yep. Opponent holding on to Boseiju. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. We could cast the labyrinth. I think we should just first, or we can play the labyrinth. First spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Find the Tamiyo, we'll cast that. play our Labyrinth. Opponent could hit both. Our construct token will live then. Can spin again. They Boseiju the Labyrinth. Let's flow the mana then. Should have Boseiju'd after possibly imprinting a card. Now we have an additional mana. Find our last island. And we have another type in the yard. We won't imprint, of course. I think we will spin again. See what we find here. Archway of Innovation. Alright, we will pass the turn. So if Tamiyo lives, Tamiyo meets the story circle. We can cast this Emrakul or Ulamog. We'll probably go for the Ulamog, exiling the Valakut and the Renin 6. Gets the Boseiju back. Attacks with a Sowing Myco spawn. We will not take the hit, because they can deal 3 with the Valakut if they play another mountain. If our construct token lives, we can cast the Ulamog next turn. Opponent is fetching. Finds a forest. It might be out of mountains. Do play an Arboreal Grazer. And they put a Ghost Quarter into play tapped. Alright, so we will just go Ulamog. Can even go Chalice on 1 or 0. Let's discard the Ulamog. Maybe both of them. Do we want to discard the Chalice as well? Get another type in the yard. I think we'll just discard the Chalice as well. So now we can go Emrakul or Ulamog. We'll just go Ulamog. Exile the Renin 6 and the Valakut. We will pay 10. Exile the Renin 6. Opponent scoops. We are on the draw. See whether we keep our 7 or not. To find an Archway, an Island Saga, Kappa Cannoneer. I say let's keep. Turn 1 we will go Island Tamiyo, probably. Opponent reveals a Devourer of Destiny. Exiles a mountain, secluded courtyard, and a Sire of 7 deaths. They do have a Labyrinth, imprint the Devourer, and they cast a Chalice on 1. That's unfortunate. Find an Otawara, so we will just go Island and say go. Could cast a Tamiyo to get another type in the yard, but seems to be some kind of aggro build. Find a Labyrinth ourselves. I think we'll just go Saga and say go. Next turn we could start creating tokens. Wayscape Battle Mage. So they exile our Saga. I think this is game. Find another Archway. Just play the Labyrinth. Exile an Emrakul. We'll cast the Tamiyo to get another type in the yard. Pass the turn. Glaring Flashraker. Opponent hits us for 5. Find another island. We could bounce the Glaring Flashraker. We'll just go island, say go. Next turn they will hit us for 8. Be down to 5. Probably if nothing else. Hold on. We will bounce it, heralds the end. Now we'll bounce the Flashraker. Take 3 less damage. They cast the Castle X command for X equals 2. So we take 3 of the Castle X command. Can still cast it again, so we're still down to 5. I do cast it. There's nothing we could play here. Two types in the yard. 5 mana. Nope. That's game. We'll go with Dismembers. I don't think we will be casting the Emrakuls. Let's bring in the Consigns as well. We will go down 1 Lantern, 1 Chalice, well 2 actually, since they don't seem to be bothered by a chalice on 1. We'll go down Let's go down Chalices. We'll bring in 2 Mystical Disputes to have some counter magic. We will go down Ulamog. Say go.
Your game has started.
Let's see if we can do any better. No lands. We have to maul. Opponent keeps their hand. We only have a 1-lander here. Do have 2 consigns. I think we should bottom the Emrakul and keep this. Very unfortunate draws. Hopefully we can draw into another land and go Talisman turn 2. Opponent has to Devour. Just pass. Good. Consign this trigger. Let's do that. Opponent plays a Yugen's Labyrinth. Exiles the Devourer. Chalice on 1, so our consign is possibly offline. Don't find another land, and we're cooked. Maybe we should have kept the consign for a Chalice. Maybe a punt, another Devour. To find a Dismember. That's all we can do here. Mana screwed. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. There's no action either. We do find an island. Could go Talisman or hold Consign up. I think we should just go Talisman. If we find another land next turn, we could go Urza. Opponent is ramping up. Get to exile our Talisman. Very, very unfortunate this game. Find another Talisman. Let's cast it. Could hold up Consign again, but I'd rather ramp into Urza. Probably get hit. 2, they can already 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, they can cast the Devour. Don't get to exile anything. Hit us for 2. Hopefully we will draw into a land. We find a Tamiyo. That's useless. Probably pass the turn here. Could cast it to get another type into the yard, but maybe holding up another Replicate trigger is nice. Hit for 6. Next turn we're dead if we don't find a land here. We'll just consign everything. This. Do need that land, so we have a blocker for Devour. Find a Dismember. Nope, this is game. We are on the play. If an island, we can go Lorien Revealed. Turn 2 Tamiyo. Discard Ulamog, Urza. 4, 5, 6, go Kappa. Yeah, let's keep this. We'll go Chalice on 0. Island and say go. Opponent is fetching. Ignoble Hierarch, so possibly Infect. Let's Island Cycle the Lorien Revealed. Find another Ulamog. Play the Island. Cast Tamiyo. Pass the turn. Could hold on to one Ulamog or the Urza. In case we find an Archway that could work. Opponent is mana screwed. Find a Tamiyo. We'll just discard the Ulamog. Both Ulamogs? Yeah, let's do that. Then we will cast the Tamiyo. And we will cast a Kappa Cannoneer. And then say go. Can shuffle back the Ulamogs. Probably shuffle back one of them. Give Glistener Elf 5/5. +4/+4. I think we would have to let this happen, fortunately. Opponent pumps. Could have blocked. Alright, we're dead. Could have blocked with the Tamiyo. It's too greedy. So, boarding the Trini Spheres, Dismembers. We will get rid of a Soul Guide Lantern, Shadow Sphere. I think Urza might be too slow. We'll go down to Urza. Let's say go. To find the Gemstone Caverns. We do have a Labyrinth, so we can go Trini Sphere, turn 2. Chalice on 1. I think we should keep this. So turn 1 we will go Chalice on 1. Turn 2 Trini Sphere. And then we have a lot of time to cast our threats. Play the Labyrinth, imprint the Ulamog, cast the Chalice on 1. It's devastating to our opponent's deck. Might have a Boseiju. We'll see. Did see the Chalice turn 1. Opponent is just surveilling. Pins a Venerated Rot Priest, possibly looking for the Boseiju. Find an Otawara. We will cast the Trinisphere. And opponent concedes. Right. I think we could just run this back as is. On the play, find our Archway package, Talisman. Could block with the Tamiyo. I think we should keep. It's not the fastest hand, but Glistener Elf. Tamiyo is nice. Just cast the Tamiyo and we will pass the turn. So next turn we will go Saga, Tamiyo. Opponent is scaling up. Glistener Elf, we will just block. Find a Labyrinth, which is not really useful. Go Tamiyo. And say go. Opponent pumps the Glistener Elf. Find another land. Go Venerated Rot Priest. It's a dangerous card. Doesn't attack due to our Tamiyo. Find another Labyrinth. Plus the Saga. Need to hold on to our Archway. Could go Kappa. Could discard both Labyrinth. Hold on to the Talisman to pump the Kappa. I think that's a good idea. So we get 4, 5, 6. We cannot play the other Talisman. Could also discard our Archway. Yeah, let's do that. No, let's not do that. Play the Kappa. Opponent does have an ink moth nexus that could possibly kill us from the air. Opponent surveils. Surveils a force of vigor into the yard. Looking for action, place a Dryad Arbor. Activates the Inkmoth Nexus. Hits us, we will probably block the Venerated Rock Priest. Take 3. Opponent can pump. +2/+2. Maybe we should have gone after the Inkmoth. Oh no, we can block that. So we take 5 infect, 6 infect. Yep. Alright, let's see here. We find an expedition map. Shuffle all of these back. We'll flow the mana. Let's float a green mana. We didn't play the land last turn, that was a punt. Don't have any artifacts to fetch. Major punt here. We'll go Talisman. Talisman. Yeah, I think we should just keep pumping the Kappa Cannoneer here. Opponent has 1 card in hand. We can block the Glistener Elf. Should have played the Archway last turn, so we could have created a construct token. That was a major punt. Activates the Inkmoth. Attacks. Can possibly pump it and we're dead. Doesn't pump. It's 7. Could find another Saga. Probably too slow. We'll go for it though. Need to hold back the Kappa. We'll sack a clue. Hopefully find a Tamiyo. Lorien revealed. Next turn we could cast that. I think we have to pass here. Opponent likely finds a pump spell. Tamiyo could block the Inkmoth. Opponent is pumping and we are dead.